Sure.
All right. We are live. What did you say?
Today was my last day at Fry's.
Hell yeah.
For those people that don't know, it's called Kroger on the east side of the country.
Yeah. Or Mayors, I think it's called.
How many followers do we have that are on the other side of the country?
Probably -1.
Does it show you who follows us?
No.
Oh, okay.
We've been telling them, like, speak up, people, and they don't want to.
The only people that we know watch the show is, like, what's his name?
We're not saying names now.
Well, no, but...
But if he's a follower, it's
your
not
sister's husband?
Fiance.
Yes. I was close. We know he watches. A lot of friends and family thing going on, which is fine, for now.
That's where we start.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't want to
bottom. Now we're still at the bottom.
Spread the word is the problem.
Yeah. They're not doing their jobs.
Probably because we're talking
like,
about
my son,
abortion.
my nephew have a horrible episode where all they do is cuss. They think bringing a girl is going to make it entertaining, but then the girl cusses too.
and then it's just everybody's cussing.
That's true.
Have your parents listened to it at all?
Huh?
Has your parents listened to it at all?
My mom said she listened to it, and I was just like, oh. She goes, yes. And I'm like,
see.
Good to know. Bye. Like, I don't want to hear this.
No,
I don't know if I want my dad to listen to it.
Well, I can tell you that this episode I probably don't want anybody to listen to it, but
that's the only episode we're gonna promote.
I didn't promote the last one on Snapchat. I'm gonna promote the hell out of this.
Everybody else is fine, but like my family, I probably depending on the family member, like my cousins, it would be fine. But like my mom, my grandma.
Wait, why would it be fine with your cousins? That's kind of...
Because, I tell my cousins everything anyways.
Oh, okay.
And are we going? Because you don't have... Yeah. Well, you don't have the timer going.
Oh, the timer's not going. My bad.
Uh-oh.
It'll be off by a couple minutes.
We're going to go over.
Good job, Autumn.
Yeah.
Where's the screen here, pal?
We don't have videos today.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, but you said you got the jury duty thing.
Oh, yeah, I got a letter for jury duty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What... So I don't think I have ever gotten one.
Really? This is the second time in my lifetime.
I keep getting them. I keep getting them from Midland, and I haven't lived in Midland for probably close to 10 years.
They're gonna come get you.
I know.
You haven't been responding. You're arrested.
No, I do because my father-in-law lives in Midland, and that's the address that it goes to. So my mother-in-law will send me hey, you got jury duty, and I call him, and I'm like, bro, I haven't lived in Midland for 10 years.
Do you have to respond to them?
Yeah. So you have to, or else they're gonna hunt you down and castrate you.
No, they just put a warrant out for your arrest.
Damn. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Wow, that's some fucking stupid shit.
So I gotta come up with something.
I mean, there are ways
I don't get paid time off due to the inflation. I can't afford a day off.
Yeah.
Recessions are hard right now.
No, just tell them you're racist.
I think that's what you have to do when you walk in.
Yeah, just tell them anything you can.
I should just walk in and do a Gilbert Gottfried impression. Hi, I'm Mexican, but I hate the Negroes. And don't get me started on the Jews. And they're like, please get out of the courthouse. Gladly.
No, they'll be like, oh my God, he's perfect. Yeah. So we are going to be doing something a little bit different today.
Today is the relationship episode.
Is it that?
The relationship episode. Fuck.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
But we need to get some things out of the way.
Okay.
So I brought somebody in.
Did you?
Yes, he's waiting in the living room. He might knock here anytime soon. Oh, Autumn, get the door.
I'm going to switch you guys spots.
We only brought her on the show to open up the door. That's it. That's the only reason.
All right. Hey, there's a guest. Come on in. No. You got it wrong. No, that's not. He's here too, but he's later.
He's waiting.
Oh.
He's waiting.
No.
He's waiting
get out,
in the
Frog
waiting.
Rock. Jesus
he's in
Christ.
the waiting room.
No, get out.
Yeah.
We went to back. Who is it?
Next person, come on in.
Who is it?
You gotta knock the door first. Come on.
Oh
now.
shit. Okay.
All right, come on in. Hey, it's me, Jerry Seinfeld. That's right.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God, it's Seinfeld.
Hi. What's your name?
Autumn.
That's great.
You guys haven't met yet,
Anywho,
huh?
No.
This is Jerry.
I keep getting introduced to all these
That's
new people.
right. That's right. Because you're behind. You're behind.
I'm listening.
way
I'm
behind.
catching up.
You're
I'm trying
behind.
to.
This is episode 53. 53. He'll catch up. So, somebody died. That's my job here. I am the bearer of bad news.
Awesome.
That's right.
Yes.
Who died?
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me bananas.
Daylight comes and
You wanna go home?
I don't know who that is.
It's Harry Belafonte. He's dead. He's not. He's up in heaven tallying bananas.
I don't know who the hell you're
How the
talking about.
fuck do you not know?
Wait a minute. Springfield.
I'm getting there.
Oh.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry
that
Springer
one.
also died.
Yeah. I know.
On the same day.
To be fair,
I don't know if they died on the same
I thought Harry Belafonte was already dead.
I don't know who that is.
So, have
I
you ever
just told
seen
you.
Beetlejuice?
Oh yeah.
So, like, they sing that song and all the furniture starts dancing, people get up and all that other bullshit.
Yeah,
So-
close towards the end.
So there's like
little girl.
a music thing that happens. That music is that, and I guess he's the singer, and maybe
Yes,
he's
yes.
Jamaican. I don't know enough about him.
So Harry Belafonte died at 96.
Holy shit!
That's
really
right.
old.
I thought he
long
was
time.
dead. So did I. I honestly to God, I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
too.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
thought he was.
Well, 96. I mean,
Yeah.
not very many people make it to 96.
I mean, I've made it to his 269.
And he was. That's great. On a penis.
How did he know?
I know everything. I'm the
that
bearer
video
of bad
on it.
news. You thought he was straight and he wasn't. What's the deal with that? I go. So, Jerry Springer is dead too. At 79.
Okay.
That's, yeah. So, no more Jerry. Hey, that's my
It's
name.
more like Jerry. He was a good man. This is the
I
eulogy.
can't wait to see like his funeral and like
It would
the
be
people.
interesting.
There's
Yeah.
some shit gonna
Yeah.
pop up. They're gonna make it like
Yeah.
like another show.
Yeah.
They have an open casket.
Like, yeah,
And
he's like
gonna,
sitting in the background.
One last time, he's
Yeah.
gonna surprise the audience, and there's gonna be
Pop
like
up.
a video or some shit.
Dude, that would be.
Yeah,
that'd
where
be
it's
cool.
Well,
like,
you do know that episode, like, when he started out, it was very, like, Oprah-like.
yeah,
And then it turned into
like
we ended
redneck
up-
trailer trash, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck happens
Like
on
Murray,
the show.
or
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
it?
like
Yeah,
Maury,
Murray.
yeah.
I
Pretty
love that.
wild. Pretty wild.
yeah, Seinfeld, yeah.
Yes. So another Jerry is gone. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Alrighty. Well,
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you for being on the show. Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Jerry's gone.
All right, do you want to get the next guest in here, or
No, we can talk about something. We'll bring him in later.
okay, that sounds good.
All right. So
Okay.
let's talk about relationships, right?
Okay.
So
yeah.
what do we want to break on?
Wait, what kind of relationships are we talking about here?
Anything,
sister?
anything
at all, like
anything
like
at all in the relationship
like
world.
sexual, like
Anything at all. Anything.
Friendship.
Relationship
Okay.
experiences, one night stands. What do we want to talk about?
yeah. Let me tell you the deal with one night stands. Okay,
All right, let's go.
you can never get them to match.
Interesting.
Okay, like
Are you trying to make a joke
Wait,
right now? What is this?
what?
Are you trying to stand up for the first time? What the fuck was
this is
that?
my introduction to the
Go
comedy
ahead.
scene.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
You know the problem with one night stands? You can never get them to match. You got one night stand here. It's like 3 inches shorter than the other one. It's a different color. I don't know what to do with them.
What was that?
That was kind of like Chris Rock, kind of mixed
Is that what
with
that was?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Huh, I guess.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's a little cute.
All right, Anna.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right,
how
let's
to
talk about this. Let's start off. Okay.
No.
What do you guys think the best way is to meet somebody? The easiest way nowadays would be the
Internet.
right?
Yeah.
Because
I
you're
usually-
behind a screen and you're more confident.
That's fair.
But what do you feel you're, as a man, I feel like you're not that much successful online because you may think you're having a great conversation, but at the same time,
She's bored as shit.
She's having great conversations with 50 other men.
Right.
And the minute she opens that app has like 237 fucking messages so you need to open and go through.
Yeah, like...
So,
yeah.
Wouldn't
That's
the chances of you probably breaking the ice or approaching a woman be a lot easier in person? Autumn?
I agree with that.
As a woman?
Yeah, okay, so my thing with dating apps, and like that's kind of been where I've like met most of the people that I've talked to.
Right.
The last 2 years, whatever it's been since I've become single. I don't like them because I like
solicited dick pics.
I haven't. Oh wait, yeah, I have had that. But in the dating apps, like a lot of the dating apps don't. Well, I use Hinge. That's my
I
go-to.
use Hinge too.
Yeah.
Hinge was good.
Yeah.
Plenty of Fish was awful.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Like literally, it's like hit me up on Kick and then subscribe to my Snapchat
So-
and then send me $500. It's
So
like
Yeah.
I
Get the fuck
actually,
outta here.
So I actually have a story about that, but that's probably something we'll have to like circle back to. But like my thing with the dating apps is like me personally, I go after. I don't necessarily. So some people are like, what is your type? Okay, well, I don't really have a type. Like, you can look at my past relationships, and none of them look or resemble
the other.
Yeah. At one point, I dated a Hispanic guy, and then I went into my husband, who.
Ooh, he was into that, huh?
He was. He's super white, so it was like totally like polar opposite.
Right.
There, feature wise, everything, personality wise, totally different. The Hispanic guy was very outgoing. My husband at the time was super like reserved, not really like draw attention.
What's the? It starts with an I.
Introvert.
Introvert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he's now like he's a different person now. Like he's more extrovert. He likes to be around people, and very codependent kind of man now. Yeah.
Got it.
But I don't like the dating apps because ultimately, like, it's like you're shopping.
It is.
And I
at that point,
like
you're just shopping for looks, right? You're not really shopping for their attitude or who they are.
Yeah,
that's
what
another
their credit
thing.
score is.
Yeah, and see,
and that's like the Tinder effect, basically, where you're like you see somebody and like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, let's just say the dating apps didn't exist. How would you go about dating people?
Well,
just
the
like how
dating
they
apps didn't exist back in the day.
Yeah,
and like
so,
how
like,
many of
but,
those
like,
relationships have worked? How many of those people, like my grandparents,
It's
have
a
been
50% like divorce rate.
I will
Now.
say,
Now.
With the
but
dating
back
apps?
then,
Well, just in general. Like,
I would like to think-
there's been more divorces in the country than there have been marriages.
Do you know why?
Like, it's way off.
I do believe the reason for that, don't quote me on here, but it's got to be because the market, when you're back in the old days, right? You're very old. Yeah, that's right. I'm the old person.
No,
here,
you
apparently.
back in the old days, you chose between.
I think I'm the oldest
but you know
one
what,
here.
there was
but-
that
female
there was
or
that
the donkey.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you're out of luck, you put it in the chicken, and the chicken goes quack, and it was dead.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were, and then you
Ask
were.
him how he knows about
and then
that.
you were yeah. Times were harder when you got tired of your hand.
Oh
He's something a little different. You know what I'm
my
saying?
god.
So
When you live on the farm,
yeah, and then you're mixed.
when in Rome,
And then people don't know what to call you. Are you necrophilic or are you into bestiality?
a little bit of
A
both.
little bit of both.
Yeah. Necro beast.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's move on.
So, but back then it was a small town feel, right? Mm-hmm. And there would be the dances, the town dances, right? And you would approach who you wanted, with the idea of you weren't aware that there is what's that stupid phrase, that there's a whole lot of fish out in the sea.
Yeah, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
So nowadays, you're aware that there's plenty of fish in the sea. You're aware that this doesn't work out. The quick, easy, you just hop back on it. and you go back out fishing.
Is that a good thing though?
So here's the deal. So when I was single and I was on the dating apps, I never set on one person because you never know where it was going to go.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always, I remember, because I struggled. I wasn't very confident. I didn't know how to do it and all that stuff. And I would look on YouTube for stupid videos and shit on advice on how to approach them, what to do, and all this. And one advice that I took into, because there came a part, I know I'm all over the place, but there came a part in my life where I got sick and tired of searching for relationships.
Right.
After trying and just getting denied so much, which made me feel like, am I that fucking ugly?
By the way, this is like a prequel to the horror.
I'm
stories.
getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there.
So
It's
we're not going to be able to do the whole thing this episode.
Right.
So it's going to be like a long
Right.
extended thing.
Yeah.
But like,
But
you were saying,
what happened was I got tired of it because at that time it just felt like a lot of women just wanted to fuck.
which isn't necessarily a bad
Right,
thing,
and the
but,
chances
like,
of and I should have been more aware of it, but I was looking for love, and I got tired of it. So I went on videos and all this shit, and then the best like metaphor or phrase I took from all of it was, you can either be a hunter or you can be a fisher. And the way the hunter works is if you go after the same girl over and over and over and denied, eventually she will give in and she will give you your shot. Now, whether it comes out to be a long-lasting, successful relationship, who knows? At that point, it's a different gamble. But if you became the fisher, you're casting your reel here, there, and there, right? Different directions, going after it. And the idea would be, if you got denied by 3, you were having good conversations with 2, and then if that one didn't work out, you ended up with 1. If it didn't work out, you just cast it out again.
right.
So, excuse me. So,
I mean, that's kind of how I did it.
Yeah.
Like, you just start conversations with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Whoever seems interested in them.
Yeah, you don't put your all your eggs in one basket.
very
Right.
much.
And then, but the thing about that, as far like, and not to interrupt you,
no,
sorry,
you're fine. You're fine.
but like for y'all men, that is like maybe more acceptable. For women, if a man finds out you're talking to several other men, you're a hoe. You like.
But why would you be if you were single, though?
See, those guys are not, what's the word, comfortable with like life. Like they don't know how to respond to somebody who has options.
But
They're kind of like, I'm your best option. Why aren't you sticking with me?
No, I don't think that's what
They're going to guilt trip you into that, though. That's what I think.
I do believe if they feel,
I feel like they feel like territorial, and I think that most men feel territorial.
I feel territorial sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't feel jealous. I feel territorial. You know. But
I feel
for a good reason, right? Like it's not just like, oh, you're talking to me and me alone, and you just met or some shit. Don't talk to that guy. What are you doing on your phone? It's like that's a red flag. Get the fuck away from me.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I do believe, yes, if the relationship is so strong and bonded, right? Mm-hmm. And you know if you got a smoke show, you don't want nobody else getting it, right? Because you feel like a lot of guys doubt themselves, and they can be looking like George Clooney's and the Brad Pitts and the Channing Tatums and all that stuff.
Right.
But if you got a smoke show, so to say, you're aware that other guys' intentions are not to be their friends. Their intention is to take her from you or get some piece of the pie. And to be fair, when me and my girlfriend went to a party, she got there before I did. Mm-hmm. And I was at the auction working, and I showed up later. When I showed up, she goes, "Oh, I made a friend." And it was a guy. Mm-hmm. And I said, "Oh, okay." Because who the fuck is this?
Right.
Because you kind of go, okay, what are the intentions? And it's not the feeling of, oh, he has good intention. It's this guy's trying to get someone.
Yeah.
Right? He's trying to do something.
It's a good possibility.
He's unaware maybe that whatever.
Yeah.
He's trying to get somewhere. So everybody had a big hype about, oh, I'm coming. I was coming to the party. Mm-hmm. And nevertheless, it came down to, he asked himself, who is Cisco? Mm-hmm. And they said, oh, it's her boyfriend. And I guess he toned down and he backed away. And I told her, I don't think he was trying to be your friend.
Right.
I think
Right.
he was trying to get at you.
But at least he backed down.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you see what I mean, though?
Yeah.
That a lot of guys, they get territorial because they're aware that single guys are desperate. You know, and they're going to get whatever they can.
Let's be honest. You've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I've done it.
I'm not sure if you have, but like
You fuck somebody else's guy? Girl?
no. Like you've approached them because they're like hot or something like that.
Yeah.
And you like, man, I could really see myself with them. And then you spend like a couple hours talking to them, and then you find out that they're dating, and you go, oh, okay, never mind, and you back down. That's like something that you should do, right?
Well, I just say,
instead
here's
of being
3
like,
more
oh
drinks.
well, oh well, let me just go after her anyways. You know what I'm saying?
I just say, here's 3 more drinks, and then be like, do you have a boyfriend again? And she'd be like, no. And I'm like, let's go. Just kidding. That's fucked up. That's horrible. I've never done that in my life. It's a joke, everybody. It's a joke.
He has a truck. It's a flatbed, so you know.
Oh, yeah. You just throw an air mattress back there and call it a day.
Yeah, basically.
I've actually
How do you know that?
He has a Ford, so when he breaks down, he can sit or lay in the bed while they wait for the.
Did you know that? Someone told you that?
Told me
That I had a little mini inflatable thing, and I put it in the back of the bed of the truck.
no, but I actually went on a date with a man who
did that.
did that.
What do you think?
We went. Okay.
Do you think it was cute?
Okay.
Or do you think it was tacky?
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So
I have a bed.
Let me.
Wine, picnic basket, condoms.
Okay. So this was actually like I've only been on a couple of dates, like actual dates, with men since me and my husband have separated and or whatever, going through the divorce things. And to be fair, let me just add that man has been with several women since, so I don't feel bad for dating while I'm married because he's actively in a relationship living with another woman.
Right.
What an idiot.
What?
What an idiot.
Well, you should.
Yeah,
I would be enjoying the single life for a good while, you know what I mean?
I don't
like
mean
Autumn over here.
Well, you know what? Like, exactly. Like, his thing was like...
Why are you going to get hitched again?
I know.
Oh,
he's literally living with this woman. And then, like, at one point... and
she's probably a sugar mama.
So, at one point... Oh.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Do you know?
Okay,
you know who it is?
Here's the thing. I know who it is, yeah. I got into a fight with her not that long ago.
Oh, shit.
So, we have 3 kids together.
Yeah.
She has 2 kids. Her kids are 18 and 16.
Holy shit.
They're out of the house.
They're grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck old is she?
She's like 30 something. She started really young.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah. If you're in your 30s and you have an 18-year-old, she.
Well,
Yeah.
So she started really young, but she proceeded to tell me through these text messages because I basically was like, "Yo, he needs to be helping me like financially because he's not even physically helping me. If he was physically helping me, that would be like a totally different thing. I wouldn't be like, yo, I need money, you know. But like my kids have to live." And I can't support them completely on my own, and I shouldn't have to. I didn't, I didn't make them on my own. So she proceeded to tell me that I should I should let him get caught up in life. Mind you, this man has no bills. His rent is the only thing that he pays.
God, must be fucking nice.
Yeah, no, his cars are paid off.
Oh, cars. Man's rolling money.
He has 2 cars, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
He has 2 cars, and like knowing him, like the most that he's gonna be paying on these cars is liability.
Yeah.
I've been paying his phone bill since March.
You're not still doing it, are you?
No, I turned it off.
Oh, this was like a year ago. You said
no.
Oh, this is this year.
This fight that we just had was like at the beginning of the month.
Holy shit! You've been paying his cell phone bill? Mm-hmm. Man,
what
fuck
a
that.
fucking broke dick.
So March of last year, is when I started paying it because that's when I got my job.
Okay.
That being because we had financed his phone, so we had to pay off I had to pay off the phone, and then once I filed for divorce, which by the way I was the one that filed for divorce, even though he's the one that asked me for the divorce.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he's living with another woman.
Right.
So how does that make sense? I don't know, but been paying for his phone bill, had to pay it off, and then the paralegal that I went through advised me that I should wait until he gets the papers. So I did that. That happened in February, and I was still paying on it until recently when his phone broke. When his phone broke, that's when me and his girlfriend got into the argument, because at that point he messaged me on her phone saying like, oh, my phone's broke. This is why I haven't been answering you. I wasn't contacting him. So I could care less.
Right.
But because of that, we had a bill that came in, and I was like, yo, you need to cancel this. We have a bank account still together that he signed up for without my permission for a car loan. I can't get into it.
Car loan?
Yeah. So
he owns 2 cars.
Well, this was a couple years ago. We had got a car together, another car for him. The car ended up being totaled out. So it got paid off.
Right.
But we still had this account together because it was through a credit union.
I got you.
Yeah.
So and you can keep going after this, but I'm gonna say this: anything that you have with him, like literally, like financial wise, cancel immediately.
Well, I tried to.
Do you guys have a pre diem?
No,
that's the right word.
It's not pre diem.
No, that's the wrong word. A prenup.
Prenup, yeah.
No. We got married at 18. No, we did not have that.
So a prenup, I mean, honestly, you wouldn't have got anything out of it.
All the single guys out there, you want a fucking prenup.
You wouldn't have got anything out of it.
You have to have money for a prenup.
Yeah, it's like, it's whatever you were worth before you got married is the point of a prenup. It's
more of whatever during is yours the marriage, is yours and whatever
I'm going to get a prenup the next time I get married.
Good call.
I mean,
I'm just kidding, I don't know.
So that's kind of like an insurance policy, I guess.
Yeah.
But it could also adversely affect you, because if you marry a sugar daddy and he's worth way more than you, and like millions or something like that, and you do a prenup, then you get nothing.
Yeah.
And he keeps all of his stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's supposed to protect the person that
has the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but we didn't have shit. We got married at 18. So.
Right. What?
Shaking things up, changing the subject, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Right? Can we change it up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What is the idea of a break?
A break?
I went through one, and
with Val?
No.
Okay.
So before Val, I was dating a gal, and I thought this gal was like pretty.
Oh, I know what he's talking. This is good. This is
perfect. So if you know me beforehand, I had a huge thing for girls that were white and blondes.
Oh, and, imagine that.
Huh?
Imagine that.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
And I thought I met one, and she did Western activities like I enjoyed and whatnot.
Do we know this person? Do I know this person?
You do not.
I do.
Maybe might have bumped into her a time or two, and that's it.
Currently, still?
Before I got with Val.
Oh, I probably won't know her. I probably won't remember her at least.
I was like, oh, cool. She's blonde, pretty eyes, yada yada.
B-cups.
Complexion.
B-cups.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know.
Sure. Anywho,
you gotta play her up.
And towards what's that?
C cups.
Oh yeah.
But I think they were like D's maybe. I don't remember, but yeah.
Well, you just way downgraded her by a B, agreeing to that.
Well,
I mean.
Anyways.
It depends on what you're into.
I thought the relationship was going great, right? I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I was putting all my heart in, and I might admit it, I might have fell head over heels a lot more than what I should have. Towards the end, it was going towards the end of what was bound to be the end of the relationship. She started acting like very depressed and all this bullshit. And she would take her birth control pills, but pop in like 2 or 3 at a time.
What the fuck?
And because to catch up to the last few days.
That's not the way it works.
Not
so then she started saying, oh, I'm depressed. And mind you, every afternoon I got home, she would come over. And she would stay the night there all the time. Like she hated her home or something.
Right.
So I think that's probably why it felt so connected and shit.
Because you spent a lot of time around her.
A lot of time, right?
Yeah. She lived with you, basically.
So she starts acting depressed. She starts telling me she's depressed and shit. And I'm like, and I feel like I'm at fault. That's a thing I've always had. I still have it to this day.
I remember you talking to me about that.
I
was like, it's not your fault, dude.
Yeah, if they're upset or something, I feel like I fucked up. Like I'm the cause of this. Does that make sense? And it came to a conclusion where we talked, and she just wanted a break. And I was so mentally confused because I was like,
she's coming over to your house every day.
Yeah, like things are
Like
going
what caused
great.
this? Yeah.
All of a sudden she's depressed. Mind you, the girl that I thought was blonde, pretty eyes, and had all her fucking teeth ended up backfiring.
She didn't have all her teeth?
She was like brunette or something. She had like a fake
No
front
teeth?
tooth.
Oh my god.
It like had a retainer and placed it in there. It looked like she got punched. It looked like hillbilly shit. And I'm like,
but wait, how long were you like in a relationship with her?
I think it had to be like a little bit close to under a year. It was getting to the year mark, but
Like
it wasn't.
9, 8, 10 months,
Give or
something
take,
like that.
give or
but
take.
so she just kept dyeing her hair blonde.
Well, I guess so. But towards the end, she had a shitty haircut. She had swallowed the fake fucking tooth. All this shit. And I kid you not, when I ended up with Val...
What happened to your tooth? I swallowed. Did you get punched in the face? No.
When I ended up with Val, the first comment my cousin had...
Breathe.
The first
I
comment...
just took a drink. When you said that. I thought I was gonna spit.
When I started dating Val, the first remark out of my cousin was, at least this one has all her teeth.
Damn.
And I'm like, holy fuck. Like,
Damn.
Like, snarky
Did
shit.
Val hear that?
Huh?
Did Val hear that?
Yeah, she felt very proud.
That's fucking
She
hilarious.
felt very proud of herself.
She's like, I got on my teeth.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I brushed
I'm
my
already
teeth.
winning. I'm already winning.
So we had this discussion where I was a little heartbroken. I might have cried or not. I did. And she's like, I just think it's better if we go on a break. And I was heartbroken, you know what I mean? But I didn't understand the meaning of the break.
And
So-
then you called that radio
So I
station.
called a radio station where it's a Spanish radio station, and they give advice to guys who deal with toxic women or relationship advice, where they're a little bit on the pussy whip side, and kind of show them the signs of, you're with a toxic woman, get the fuck out of it.
Right.
Okay.
So I called, I made it through, and I said, I'm in a break. What does this mean? And he goes, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee you 99% she is talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
And you're on the back burner.
Yep.
And if it doesn't work out, she'll come back to you and you'll make up and everything. And I said, okay. And he goes, how old are you? And I had to be like 23, 24 around that time. He goes, you're young, you're fine, don't worry about it. But I guarantee you. So I called a lot of people that day. I called you. I called a man that's almost like a father figure to me, who also trained me on horses. He told me, I didn't want to tell you, but I thought the same thing too. My dad kind of had his own thoughts on it. So I talked to you as well, Josh.
I basically told him like there's a good chance that she's doing it. I mean, if you don't know, it's not good to assume, but there's a lot of red flags, and
Yeah. So in the end, I think I just broke up with her over text, and I said, you know what? I think we're just better off. Like, that's
Yep.
later.
We'll just make this break permanent.
Yeah, let's make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make it permanent.
Yeah.
And I did, and then I think like a week, not even a week, like a few days later, she had posted up a picture with another guy. And I'm like, and I was heartbroken. I woke up in the middle of the night and I stumbled.
Sweating.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon Facebook and I see this shit. I was heartbroken. I was like broken down, like fuck. Like the guy was right, and I can't believe she lied to me that she was depressed and she was going through all this bullshit.
Right.
And just to find out that, he was a better looking guy and he was built and shit.
So as you were saying it, honestly, like, and I wasn't here when you were going through that,
Right.
but like, as you're telling that story, I'm
Right.
like, she had somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had somebody else. So she was like, she swallowed her tooth. Her tooth is probably sitting at her dresser.
She probably pooped it out.
I need to save this.
Yeah. And then her whole hair thing was like, and that she's saying, I'm depressed. And that's probably, and I'm not saying that like all women, because
That's
I'm not
a real
saying,
thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying all women are going to be saying that to a man just because they want to break up with them or whatever. Because there was a point in time where I was super depressed with my husband. Not with my husband. I don't want to say that. I was going through something and I didn't know what was going through my body or why I was feeling that way. And I kept telling him, like, I don't feel right. Like, I feel like I need to go to a doctor. Like,
Yeah.
mentally I don't feel like I'm in a good place and I don't know what's going on. So like that was more of like a cry out and like I need your attention. Like I need you to give me attention and rekindle the relationship that we had before.
But instead, he was like...
But instead, his idea, and so you guys are gonna like, okay, this is why I don't want my family to listen to this episode, because I'm gonna probably end up confessing something that is a little bit shameful.
Okay.
But instead, his idea was, let's spice up the relationship.
Oh, you did a threesome, huh?
Shame.
You didn't see Game of Thrones.
Shame.
How did you know that that's where it was gonna go?
Shame.
So
That is the cop out for
just kidding.
every single fucking guy when there's a
But he
relationship
wasn't
problem.
single.
What is to have
We
three
were
ways?
Well,
married.
sorry, not single. I meant in a relationship. Got some guy in a relationship. They're having relationship issues. The girl's way out is to have a child. The guy's way out is to introduce another person.
No,
It is when they're having issues. When they're having issues.
Oh,
That's-
I think no.
and they don't
I
know
think
how
the
to.
child part for guys too. I think if the girl's a smoke show and they don't want to lose her, they have this idea or mentality: if I put a kid in her,
She's gonna
then
stay.
she has to stay with me. And in reality, that never works. And the
doesn't.
person that ends up suffering more is the child.
Yeah, I agree with that. It could be for both. I think it's more for women because of the hormones they go through. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy's idea is I'll be financially responsible for them and I'll make them feel secure because they're having a kid and they can't find anyone else because they're pregnant right now, that type of thing.
But also girls
the girl
need
would
to
be like,
figure out.
the girl would be like, if I get pregnant, then he'll feel bad and want to stay with me, and then we'll have a family. We'll be happy together.
But in
and
reality,
then they're like, but they're both wrong, right? And I think the idea with bringing in someone else in a relationship, unless like you guys have an open marriage or something like that, or you're like that's like both of your kinks or something like that.
Oh,
Right.
Then
let's go there too.
yeah, then
Let's go
bringing in
there,
another
too.
person,
Yeah, no.
male or female, or a they, I guess.
Do you think those are
Yeah,
healthy?
these days.
Huh?
Do you guys think open relationships are healthy?
I don't.
I don't think so
No,
either.
it depends on how you feel about sex and the other person. Like
So,
there
yeah,
are
no,
like
that's
asexuals
fair.
who don't give a shit.
Feel like you'd be degraded a little bit?
So okay, so
Some people like that. They're,
Okay.
they're
I
called
wasn't
cunts.
good enough, so she has to go out and find somebody else.
So I think,
Or vice
like you
versa?
said, I think that depends on the couple itself. Because like I do have a
Fetish.
a friend. I have
Oh.
no, I don't.
Okay, you said I'm a fetish.
I have
Yeah,
I have a friend, or two friends, should I say, who are married. They're very happily married, and they're swingers. Okay, that works for them.
Yeah,
But me personally,
you're monogamous.
yes,
Yeah.
I just
he
can't
brought-
share. I just can't do
So
it.
that's exactly me. Like I don't want to be shared, and I
Yeah.
don't want to be shared. I want somebody who's territorial over me,
Yeah.
and that might sound, I don't know, maybe that sounds bad.
Are you
Maybe-
a territorial man? Call on him now at 555-739-9478.
No, you gotta give my actual number.
No,
She's open and willing.
I understand that entirely. Like I'm territory as well, and I feel like if I don't show the person that I'm with that I am like I care about them deeply and I don't want them to go anywhere, then I'm not doing my part as the partner.
Right.
Personally.
Right.
Like if I'm kind of like lax, like oh yeah, I'm gonna sit over here drink a whiskey or some shit, sit at the bar, and you can do whatever you want. I mean, I'm fine with that, but like do whatever you want, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, there's
No.
got to be some limitation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I mean, you know, you can walk around and talk to
So-
me, but like, you know, don't
So I guess the next
do
question
that.
would be...
Right.
So I guess the next question would be, would you let your significant other have a friend or best friend of the opposite sex?
Yes.
Or would you? You would?
Yeah.
Okay. And then okay, Autumn.
Well,
I'll get into where I'm trying to go with
So
this.
I think it would depend. Okay.
There
So
we go.
like, okay, for example, it would depend on how long maybe they were friends, and like knowing that there's like absolutely no sexual like attraction to that person.
Good. Here we go. That's good. That's good.
So that's what it would depend on. And like women and maybe even men, like I have had several men tell me, like my husband, for example, like, oh yeah, no, that man's absolutely attracted to you. When we were all hanging out, that was not okay for him when I got back with him. Because he felt like, well, for one, he didn't know any of you. So he didn't know that relationship that we had. And he just automatically thought like, okay, like basically every man is out there that wants to fuck me. And I'm like, that's not like, but I can have male friends and not have a sexual attraction to them and them not have a sexual attraction to me. So that's my personal opinion. And I think maybe the same thing. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't be jealous. You know, like if you're going to a woman, in my opinion, if we're dating and you're going to another woman about things like, okay, like we're getting into a fight. All right. Me personally, I don't want another woman saying like, oh, maybe this, maybe that, maybe that. No, come to me and ask me.
Clear it out. Yeah, communicate.
Why it is that I'm mad about this or that.
Right.
Well,
so, and I was going to say this really fast.
Okay.
I 100% agree. And I also understand, though, that people, when they're having an issue, they want to be able to talk to somebody about it to make sure they're not being crazy or some shit before they go to their partner with it and act crazy or something. They'd be like, hey, am I crazy for thinking this? And then the person would be like, no, you're not crazy for thinking that. And then they go.
Depends what kind of friend you have, because if you have a type of friend that's like girls, like, oh, no, you're absolutely fine. Like, he's of issue. You know what I mean? There's always going to be some gal who's going to make the guy be the main problem.
Or the other way around.
Or, yeah. I actually... So, there's somebody that I work with, unrelated to what we talked about before.
All right.
Another person.
Got on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Look, I'm single, so, like, I have eyes for multiple people. And,
Let me guess, he's a bagger.
You?
No, he's not a bagger.
You have eyes for the people?
I have eyes for multiple people.
Whore. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, so like I can appreciate a man when they're good looking.
Yeah.
Whether they're single or not. Okay, but this specific man is very single.
Very single.
Very single.
Like with his hand single.
I wouldn't say that. He's a good-looking man, so he probably has something.
Okay, a pocket pussy. He could afford it. The hand was a little on the cheap side.
He's a manager, so...
Okay.
Most
successful
likely.
And had pocket pussy.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So,
do you have a thing for this person? Now that you're not working there, you're not like
because
a subordinate, and now you can do something with it?
So, okay, I don't know.
Yikes.
Okay.
And I've talked to several people, like, this man is very aware that I have an attraction to him because, of course, everybody in this fucking store had to make it.
It's fries. No. What did you expect?
Yeah.
Kroger.
so
For East Coast friends, Kroger.
I swear, though, it's like every fucking fast food restaurant and grocery store is like the same. Everyone talks like they're fucking, 16, 17 years old. They're all gossiping and shit.
So I wouldn't say that because I worked at Walmart. I worked at Safeway. I did not have... And when I worked at Safeway, I was way younger and I did not have the drama that I have now at this store. I swear. And
it's got to be a Verado thing.
Well, because everybody's high out of their minds at Walmart.
You what?
Everybody's high out of their minds at Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, but at Walmart, I didn't have that problem either. But also that could have been because... When I worked at Walmart, I was very much like my husband was my husband, and like I only had eyes for that man during that time. Mm-hmm. But now, so this man specifically, he's a manager. Mm-hmm. He doesn't like dating. This is what I hear through the grapevine because I am so like little girly-ish towards this man because I find him to be so attractive that the most I can say to him is like, "Good morning, how are you?" Like that's
so is
it.
he like 43 with the salt and pepper.
No.
George Clooney?
So, you want me to describe him?
Sure, yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
we'll do our best here.
Everyone laughs because, like, I described him one time to somebody, and they were like, "Oh, that's a lumberjack."
Oh.
So he's probably like 6-something. He's redheaded. Has
Okay.
red beard.
Don't do it. He doesn't have a soul. You'll suck yours out.
No, he's a daywalker. He doesn't have freckles, so it's a daywalker.
He wears flannels. From the grapevine, I was told that he would date a single mom as long as she was willing to have more kids.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Are you willing to have more?
For this man?
7.
I'll be the Brady Bunch.
No, I'm just kidding. But like,
No, she's not.
so
I mean,
okay, that's also like, I'm aware that this man is probably not going to happen. Today was my last day, and that man did not come up and give me his number. So I'm not.
That's why you gotta be the man.
I'm not the chaser. I want the hunter.
Interesting.
So, but anyway,
so
you want to get shot at? You don't want to get reeled in.
no, this is actually a good
Got
thing.
it.
This is actually a good thing we brought up.
Hold on.
Why do you think
I got something I
that
wanna
the
say.
guy should be the one to pursue the girl instead of the other way around?
That is a good question.
that is a good question.
Women need to stand
and I
up
will
and
tell
shit,
you,
'cause-
and I will tell you why I feel like that, because I have
Like sometimes I want to be grabbed by the balls and said,
That's right.
when I'm in a relationship with a man,
yeah,
I will grab you by the balls every day of the week. Okay.
that sounds like it's going to give me some testicular cancer or
But
something.
until
Prostate issue.
probably
Is that a hernia?
It's like I'll
Like,
be
yeah.
your doctor today.
Turn left and cough.
well, you asked for it,
Yeah.
so
Looks like you're clear. Oh, you're over
But-
40.
but in reality, like
Time for the glove.
maybe I shouldn't say women in general. Maybe I should just say me specifically, because maybe other women don't like that. But like me specifically, I want the man to approach me. I want the man to want me.
Right.
I don't
But
want.
how do you know if the man wants you?
Maybe he's shy. Maybe he's an introvert.
shy.
Okay, well,
Sometimes I
this
feel
man
like.
specifically knows that I have an attraction.
How
towards
do you
him.
know?
How do I know? Because everybody in the fucking store told me that they
Yeah,
went
but
and
that's
told
word
him.
of mouth. That's not straight from the source, though.
Well-
Here's the thing. When I was in high school, and I think I told you this, there's a lot of girls that I was attracted to, but I never ended up going up to them
Oh my
because
God, are you
I was
gonna
an
say the
introvert.
story?
And I was huh?
So are you gonna tell the story?
No, I'm not.
Tell the story.
No, tell the story.
We only got 15 minutes
Who
left. And we
gives
got
a
other
fuck?
shit to talk about. So I would never go up to
So
any
we're gonna
girls
continue
because
this episode apparently, because
this is like a part 1 out of like 12 or some
yeah,
shit.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
have
do-
to.
we'll do
Maybe
that
not
later.
next week, but definitely have
We're
to.
Yeah,
gonna
we'll bring
change
it
it up a
back.
little bit, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was introvert. I didn't approach women because I didn't want to get like
Yeah,
rejected
yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit. Maybe, I mean,
Bro.
This
just
man
because you're
is-
describing a burly man,
But
he
this-
could be gay. You don't know.
He's not gay. I can.
Hey,
tell
it
you
can be
that.
a twink.
I know he's not gay
A twink?
How do you know he's not gay?
Is he a
because he
twink?
wants kids with a woman.
Okay, you can do in vitro.
Yeah. Twinks can
I
adopt.
just said with a woman. He wants kids with a woman. He's
Okay,
very
he
much.
wasn't,
No, okay. Like,
Nowadays,
I guess.
guys, chicks with dicks are women too, apparently.
What you should do, because you don't work there anymore, you probably know his schedule. I mean, it hasn't changed in the last 2 days.
Go in there and rape
So, like, go shopping.
It's a joke.
right? You live nearby, so it's maybe you just want to say hi to some people. Find him. Grab him by his dick. Don't play it. No. Go to
version of
him
Donald
and
Trump.
tell him how you feel. I mean, I'm assuming you're still interested in this person, even though
Absolutely.
he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
go up to him and be like, hey, listen, these are my feelings towards you.
You know,
Here's my number.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, call me or text me. And then if he doesn't, then that's your
it
answer.
is what it is, yeah.
That's your answer. Like that's the one thing that I found out.
You know-
So
You
his
know
best
what's the-
friend, is actually a female that works in the store. I mean, I wouldn't say maybe not his best friend, but like
best work friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was telling me today that she's like the best wingman ever. Like she was trying to like really. So this actually brings up So a
Long
while back
story.
ago,
We should go
yeah.
to Tailgaters all together and then do some shots and then yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm down
do
for
it.
that.
Let's do it.
We
Yeah,
gotta
invite
plan
him.
it.
You gotta invite him.
Oh,
You gotta go up to him and be like, hey, we're doing this.
I thought it was just us
It's like,
three.
oh, all of us.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, by the way, we talked about you on our show,
Yeah.
so don't listen to it because, like, I just totally confessed
Listen to the
everything.
part around something so and so minutes where she says,
This is
"I want to fuck
48
him
minutes
because he
in.
looks like a lumberjack."
No,
I want to grab him by his burly chest.
she
God, I love a man in green flannel.
he wears red.
Oh,
Does he have
like
a
the
Canadian
guy in the
accent?
Red
paper
and gray.
towels.
Red and gray.
Red and gray. Red and gray. That's the
so-
that's the uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, no, she tells me today. She's like, "Yo," because a while back ago, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
somebody told me that he heard something from another woman, like, "Oh, stay clear of Autumn because
but this
like."
is all he said. She said.
Right, right.
And
No,
that's what I
but-
mean. It's like some fucking high school bullshit.
Here,
Right,
you
no,
know?
it is. It
Yeah.
is.
No,
And that
well,
shit pissed me off
I have a
because I'm
story.
like, the person that told me that, like, oh, he was warned about me, and I'm like, what do you mean what the fuck do you mean he was warned about me? Like, what is so fucking bad about me that anybody at this fucking store could warn him about me? Like, I'm a single mom.
That'd be good.
I literally go to work and I do sports with my kids.
Yeah.
Like,
She's got 800 credit score. Get on,
She's
boys.
divorced. It's
She's
like
an earner.
this
Yeah.
isn't the 1940s.
yeah, like literally, and I'm paying for. Well, I'm not divorced yet,
Shame.
but I am
Oh,
paying. I am
yeah.
paying for my divorce. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is somebody gonna go like bash me like that?
What was
maybe it's
the reason?
because she likes him.
Exactly what I fucking said. And I was like, the person that told me this, I was like, bro, you're supposed to be it was a man that told me this. And I was like, you're supposed to be my fucking friend. Why the fuck are you not hyping me up? Because you know personally that I'm not out here like being a whore. You know,
Wait, hang on. You said that the person that said, "Oh, stay clear of Autumn," was a girl
was a woman, yes.
Yeah.
But the person
that told you about
that
her.
told me that he was warned about me by somebody else.
Oh,
So it was
Well-
he said. It was definitely a he said, she said.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
some
you know,
bullshit.
that shit.
I don't know. I don't know
think
about that.
I think you should just do it. You want to know why?
See, and everybody keeps telling me like, go up to him and just like
fucking
say
do
something,
It. It's
and I'm like,
2023.
I know, but I
Just
just
Shia LaBeouf,
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna tell you a story from back in high school, and Josh knows this story so well.
Okay.
Back in high school, there was a gal who came up to me out of the fucking
Oh
nowhere.
no.
Out of nowhere, all
the
right?
one that got away.
And she came up to me out of nowhere and just said, "Hey, what's your name?" And I kid you not, it was like that George Strait song. Like, she had me from Hello.
And then he came.
And I jizzed my pants right there in PE in front of everybody.
stop it.
No, I did not. And for like the long, and I thought she was pretty, and she was just, but I never had any classes with her. But I had the biggest crush on her since like freshman fucking year. And people like Josh were like, "What the fuck do you see in her? Like, she's a twig." And I'm like, "It's her face is what got
She
me."
had like, if she was on a good day, she
Oh
had
my
B
god,
cup.
we have
And then
to
it
we
came
have
down-
to Facebook her now to see.
And now
what
it
she
came
looks
to
like
junior year. Hold on.
He's like-
No, I'm just gonna show pictures. I'm not gonna show the
junior
name.
year, I ended up having a class with her, and I've mentioned to everybody that I could sing. Oh, that I like singing. But at that time, I was singing like rock songs. I hadn't known that I can sing country songs like fucking amazing. So it was more of like "Shinning in the deals," oh, and like "Welcome to the jungle," and like "Back in Black," and shit like that. Yeah.
She wasn't unattractive.
I thought she was beautiful. So what I'm trying to get at is she really wanted me to sing. And at that time I sang like Mr. Brownstone
Oh,
or some
damn.
shit. And I had told people like help me out and like tell her I'm a thing for her. And somebody did. And she told them for me to come up to her. But I was so like scared and nervous because she was beautiful. I like to think she was beautiful. And
This is what she looked like when he's saying that.
So
Okay, she's prettier now.
so the
She's prettier
short,
now.
She's
Yeah.
into her body, yeah.
so nevertheless,
But your taste changes with time too. So,
nevertheless,
Hold on.
I agree.
So nevertheless, like, I still think of what could have happened if I had the ball. Honest to God,
we all think
I
that,
became more confident after high school, and there is times, and even tougher.
So he's like, shit!
Yeah. And there's
I feel that because
there's times I wish, like, the me of now was the me in high school.
Yeah.
The not so shy. You know, the confident, like, hey.
To be able to walk up to her and be like, what's up, baby girl?
I was not, honest to God, after high school, I became a huge man whore, but I knew how to flirt. I knew how to get into women's pants. I knew how to date. I knew how to do all that shit. I was also tougher, quick-wittier with my mouth. So even, like, the tough part, too, like, fuck, like, ruthless part, I could have used that in high school wrestling.
Yeah.
I could have been flirty with her. I could have done all this shit, but it didn't kick in till, like, after high school.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, no, and that's fair, and I feel like that's probably something we all go through because actually when I was in high school, I actually got engaged to somebody else when I was a freshman in high school.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I did. But, like, look, my whole life I knew that one of the biggest things that I wanted to be was a mom and a wife.
Okay.
I didn't really know what else I wanted to do except for.
But you did both.
I did.
Hold on.
And to be fair, like,
I have a little quick story.
Okay. Wait, let her finish.
Yeah.
To be fair, I will say that when I married my husband, I wasn't perfect in the relationship. There were things that I did that I probably could have done differently.
Yeah.
But I did get engaged prior to my husband. I was a freshman in high school, and that might sound silly, but that man that I got engaged to, still to this day, I think, like, and there was at one point where, so he was older than me.
Yeah.
He graduated high school, and then we got engaged when I was freshman, sophomore year.
13.
Was he 17?
He was 18.
Oh, no.
He's only 17.
So he went into he went into the army.
Daddy says she's too
the
young,
perfect storm.
but she's old enough for me.
We had got engaged. He went into the army, and then well, no. We just dated, and then he was in the army when our love, like, so most of our relationship was long distance.
Right.
I
don't believe those work.
We did really well until he got deployed. Once he got deployed, he got scared. This is what he told me after when he came back.
He fucked someone else.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I mean, like,
and I'm like, yeah, I was young. Yeah, I get it. That's
there
probably.
are plenty of reasons military relationships don't work out, and that's like half
Sometimes
of them.
I feel like a lot of times it's the wife that's in the country that ends up finding, like, somebody else while he's out there.
But she was also like 14 years old at this point, so it probably
I was like
didn't happen.
15, 16.
Oh.
I mean, probably more 16.
Christine!
So
16! Yeah!
But to this day, I still think about, like,
Super Mario.
Maybe like,
yeah, what could have been?
Something could have happened.
And I really, and like, we rekindled at one point, like, when me and my husband again separated, because we had like a rocky relationship. We separated multiple times. At one point, and I've never told anybody this.
Okay.
What better way to let it out there and on the internet? Go ahead. We're live.
It's there forever.
Yeah.
Yes, hi. We have caller number 7. Autumn? Yeah, tell us your story. You're live on the radio.
So, I was dating my husband at the time. He was obviously just my boyfriend. It was at the very beginning of our relationship. Ex-fiance comes back from deployment. Hey, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, all right.
I want to talk to you. Like, could we?
Did you break it off?
He did.
Oh, okay. All right. So
you got afraid, remember?
Ex-fiance.
So he comes back. He tells me, like, I want to talk to you. And at the time, because I was 16, like, I did have a curfew. I was like, all right, well, meet me at the end of my driveway. I had a mile long driveway.
Damn.
I'm sorry, just remember that Letterkenny phrase. Have you ever seen Letterkenny, like, Wayne answers the phone and goes, "Yep, you're here? end of the laneway. Don't come into the property. That's all I could hear.
So he meets me at the end of the driveway. We literally just talk. We're sitting down at one point, and he was like, I guess he was, I don't know if this is really true, but he was like, yo, I'm scared. Like, could you walk me? Because we met halfway at the end of my driveway because it was a mile long.
He let him on the property.
Scared?
What a pussy.
So,
he was in the military.
So he was like, will you walk?
Yeah, no shit.
Hold on. Will you walk me to my car? And I was like, walk you to your car?
So you just got out of your car.
So you want me to drive? Because we met halfway, and he parked at the end. Because I snuck out of my house.
Oh,
right.
I know. It was the only time
I'm surprised at you.
it was the only time that
I'm sending this to your parents.
What the hell happened to you? What has time done to you?
So I actually told my grandma not that long ago that I actually technically, I guess, but I didn't leave the property. I was still on the property,
Right, yeah.
but it was just a mile long driveway.
Yeah.
So like I had a mile long to get,
Yeah.
so I was still on the property.
So he wanted you to walk him to the car.
I walked him to the car. Nothing happened. And I was like, nothing happened.
Oh, you're mad.
I was like, what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna kidnap me, motherfucker.
I thought at least you were gonna make some kind of move. But to be fair, when we first started, so we were best friends before we started dating.
Mm-hmm.
Like best friends. Like he took me to and from school. He dropped me off. Blah blah blah. And at one point he was dating one of my friends. So I was like, this is all it is. Like, we're just friends. And then when he graduated, that's when we went out on a date. And he didn't make the first move. Mm-hmm. I did. This is the first time I've ever, any relationship that I've ever been in, it's always been the man that has made the move. Mm-hmm. That was the first time that I ever made the first move. I like grabbed him by the face and I just like kissed him because I was like, you're going off for basic
Deployment,
training. Yeah. This is the last time I'm going to see you. I'm gonna shoot my shot here.
Right. You got to do that with the redhead at the fries.
Apparently.
Just grab his face.
Maybe that
right in the middle of like the checkout lanes.
Well, I don't work there anymore, so
right.
But so
one of those romance movies where it's like chasing him or some shit. He's just getting off work or something.
Too much. Yeah. So I went ahead and made my move. When I walked him to the car that day, I was expecting him to make the move because he's the one that broke it off. If you want to like make something happen, like make it happen.
Right.
You broke it off. I'm not the one that broke it off. I was like madly in love with you. Mm-hmm. He didn't do that. So he ended up going on his way and I stayed in the relationship that I was in.
And you never saw each other again?
No, we've seen each other since then, but it was...
have you?
It was fucking awkward because it was when my boyfriend, my husband now, was there.
Oh, wow.
He came over, he watched a fucking movie with us.
Jerry! No.
And I was like...
What the fuck is this? Is this like a porn movie or something?
No, we literally just...
Hi, past relationship. Let's all watch a movie together. Meanwhile, he's getting a handy over here. Your boyfriend at the time is just there watching the movie. Like, I love this Care Bear fucking movie. This is the greatest movie ever.
So he sat on another chair. He sat there, like, whatever. He came over.
Respectful.
It was weird.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
It probably shouldn't have happened, to be honest with you. I don't even know
why it happened.
Yeah.
He got to invite himself over. He's like, hey, can I come watch a movie at your place?
Who wants The Passion of Christ? I heard Mel Gibson's great in it.
I want to watch What Women Want. I adore him in that movie.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
I don't know.
The whole Mel Gibson
to be like looking
day.
back, like now that we're talking about it, I'm like, what the fuck was going on? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you come over? I don't know.
So funny.
You said you wanted to say a story.
Well, I have a few things. Well, right now I can think of one. I lost the others, but going back to if you're dating somebody, right?
I know.
What are you guys laughing about? He's whispering over there.
Remember that? Remember what happened the first time she was on the show?
I have to go pee.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go pee.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Go ahead. I'll just talk with Josh here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll just re-listen to it.
Or
Yeah,
you know
fine.
what? Go ahead.
Well,
Let Fraud Rock in the meantime.
Oh shit! I
Unless
forgot
you
about
wanna
him. He's
let
been
him-
out there this whole time.
Do you want to be here for him or no?
It's okay. It'll be fast.
Okay. All right.
So,
Let him in.
all right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey there! Oh, that's right, it's my theme song. Oh. Get your cares away. It's time for science news today. Let the science play. Learn with Rod Rock. Learn with Rod Rock. Learn with Rod Rock. Learn with Rod Rock. Hey there, it's me, Professor Rod Rock. That's right. I learned from Mr. Seinfeld, that part there.
Yeah.
Hello there. Mr. Seinfeld does that quite a bit.
Adds like a ghostly,
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry to leave you out there for so long.
I know.
It's been like almost an hour.
I was looking at my watch here, my iWatch.
What were you doing out there this whole
I
time?
was just sitting there twiddling my thumbs.
That's it?
That's all I can do.
That's some porn in there if you wanted to. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there's porn?
Yeah.
Well, I have porn news for you today.
Oh, all right. All right. Let's
right.
do it. Yeah.
That's right. Yes. Well, for first, let's start with science news.
Science news.
Did you know that elephants may be domesticating themselves?
What?
Yeah, that's right. So, they will often empathetically reach out of their trunks to console a distressed sister or attempt to lift up those that are ill and suffering, right? So, the elephant also recognizes the bones of deceased elephants and appear to mourn their dead. They also recognize themselves in mirrors. So, a sign that they're self-aware. Oh, hello there. Yes, I met you in the hallway. Hi, nice to see you again. Yes.
Autumn has walked back into the room.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, I thought you were gonna give some science news about like sex.
It's coming along.
Oh, it's coming.
Don't worry.
Is it coming?
I'm gonna ease them in there.
Okay.
I get a penis of some sort. Anywho, so obviously, so they can recognize their reflection. Elephants. We're talking about elephants.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, and these traits may have evolved because elephants have domesticated themselves, according to a study published today in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. If so, that would make them the only known animal besides humans and bonobos to have done so, but not everyone sees it as an open and shut case. Proving that any animal, like the elephant alone, has self-domesticated is a challenge. So it's still debatable, but it appears that the science is there.
I did hear about the elephants being like very intelligent, emotionally intelligent. Like they'll visit like previous grave sites, and like when another elephant dies, it could not be at the grave site. It's just somewhere else. They just like migrate over there to like see them. It's pretty interesting. Elephants are interesting animals.
Well, I guess the wildlife zoo. There's a guy who I think is the stepson of the owner who passed away a year or two ago.
Right.
Told me that they won't do gorillas and they won't do elephants at the wildlife zoo.
The wild.
Is it because they're considered like very emotionally intelligent animals or something?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Because they're aware of what's going on.
Right. They're aware that they're in captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get a little sad.
Yeah. That's fair.
Which
It's kind of like whales or like dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. All right, Mr. Professor Fraud Rock, what do you got next?
So, you wanted sex news, you pervs? That's right. Well, you got it. Apparently, I'm sexologist, Professor Rodrock.
Yeah.
So, in science, scientists they invented the first vagina on a chip.
On a
What
chip.
they invent?
Yes. So scientists have developed the world's first vagina on a chip.
That
It's-
sounds like bestiality.
It's a small device. Why would it be bestiality?
a vagina on a chimp?
On a chip.
Well, do you
like a
think-
chip. Like a microchip. Like a chip.
I thought you
Like
said a
potato
chimp.
chips.
I was thinking a chimp too, but I was
Yeah.
like, don't chimps already have?
Yeah, don't they
vaginas?
already have it? Okay, but on
Do
chips.
you
so-
want to fuck a monkey?
No, I just want to make sure you didn't.
No. But they are related to us in some way. So anywho, the vagina on a chip is a small device that contains the live human cells and replicates the cellular environment found inside the vaginal canal.
In a chip?
Yeah, so by adding bacteria to the device, amply named the vagina chip, researchers can study how different microbes affect the health of the vagina.
No.
So the team reported in a new study published November 26 in the journal Microbiome. I barely butchered that. They can also test how different drugs and probiotics change the composition of vaginal microbiome. The community of microorganisms. I sound like Cisco now.
You kind of do. It's okay. You'll get there.
Microorganisms.
There you go. I feel like Josh now correcting me. So, anyways, go on.
So microorganisms living within the canal. Yeah, so there you go. They're using cells in the chip, and they're testing it for different science experiments.
So are you telling me
It's not a pocket pussy. Don't get excited.
that's exactly what I was about to say? How are you gonna create this? This is an artificial vagina.
Yes. Using cells in a microchip.
No.
I don't understand. Like how is it like you're just putting bacteria that's found in a vagina on a chip?
No, you're putting cells of some sorts in there.
What?
It was his wife.
Sorry,
Oh.
Huh?
What happened?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
It was
okay.
his wife.
Oh, it's his wife.
No, it was not.
Oh,
That was my phone that went off.
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't
Cisco's wife.
understand the concept. Like,
Sounds like a bunch of fuckery.
yeah, it sounds like they're just talking shit. Like, I couldn't get one in real life, so I made one in a lab.
I mean, that's what a pocket pussy is for.
Well, that, but like if it has like live organisms on it,
Why?
this seems so fucking weird. Like why?
Why not?
But like, are you trying to like do something? Like, what's the point?
Yes, not test on people. Probably.
What are you fucking testing on people for?
Well, what is
I
it?
don't-
What's the test?
And that has been Science News with Professor Frederick. Hey, bye.
Okay.
Google. Be sure to Google.
All right, thanks, Frodrock.
Play me out of here.
I have more questions than answers.
I hear the internet's great. Play me out of here. Play my song.
Out? Okay.
Bye, Professor Frederick.
Bye.
Thanks for the uneducated.
Get your cares away. It's time for Science News today. Let the science play. Learn with Rod Rock. Learn with Rod Rock.
I don't know what I just learned.
Right. That's what I was saying. It's like
Learn with Rod Rock.
I have more questions.
I think
Like
that was some.
I was given the article, but I don't know what I
Oh,
learned.
you got the article. I didn't even get the damn article. What the?
The
what
article was that they put live microorganisms on a chip that
Oh, and then-
emulates a vagina.
I only know as much as you guys do.
Can I do the same thing with a dick?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask
Like, does
him.
the chip get
Sir,
hard or something?
He's our best journalism when it comes to scientists. So science news.
does the vagina chip create lubrication?
I don't know. It's not a question for me. It's
Let's
for Frog
not
Rock.
like. Okay, let's just forget that and
Okay.
just stick
Okay,
to real
let's go back.
vaginas.
Let's go.
Let me tell you something about real vaginas.
I hear they're wet. Where are we at? I just want to
We're
close
like
it.
an hour
There's
15.
something that did pop up, so that I wanted to bring up, but
I feel like this is a not finished episode.
It's
This is
not,
absolutely
and
not.
and it's gonna be it's gonna be some part of some series, and a lot of things are gonna get brought up.
Yeah,
right?
we're just gonna say there's gonna be like 12 episodes.
But
probably,
what I'm trying to get at is
Probably more than that, to be honest.
at
so what I
least.
want to try to get at is so let's say, right, that you're dating somebody, right, and then that person meets up some friend from the past, right, and she says, oh, he's just a friend, right, there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
But then you go into that curiosity chamber and you say, did you fuck him, right, did you guys fuck?
Oh, previously, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
previously,
that's fair.
right? And let's say she goes, yeah.
Okay.
Would your guard be up because you feel like this person from the past might try
To do it again.
to do it again or try to...
So
Obviously, they're committed to you and they love you and all this stuff. But don't you ever get this feeling of like, if they didn't fuck, you feel like you're safe with that friend if she's hanging out with that friend. But if you feel like there was a sexual past there, you might feel a little bit more like something's
on guard.
Yeah.
I guess, but you'd have to ask yourself how much you trust the person that you're with, and if you don't feel like you can trust them, then maybe you shouldn't be dating.
right.
Because
Or you need to work on your
on
own
yourself.
personal
But-
self.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the way I feel like it is, yes, I do trust this person, but I just don't trust the guy end of
The
it.
other
Because like I
person.
said, guys are always looking for when they can get their fucking dick wet.
that's why you get a strong, independent woman, so that way they have pepper spray and swords and shit.
Swords?
Swords. You ever seen Walking Dead?
So it's funny that you bring this up because I was just talking to my husband, and I say my husband only because
You're still technically married.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time when I'm talking to somebody new, I refer to him as my kid's dad,
Okay.
or my no, most of the time it's just my kid's dad.
Fair.
So I was talking to him yesterday, actually, and like I said, he's actively in a relationship. He's living with this woman. We get into it quite a bit. My biggest thing is I personally feel like he abandoned his kids. He doesn't come and see them. The last time he's seen them on his own, where he took the time to come and visit them, was October of last year.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
It's
October.
like 7 months ago. It's a long fucking time.
No. Not this last October, the October before that.
Holy shit. So
Yeah.
it's only been like 2 years?
Nearly.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
in this coming October it'll be 2 years.
Did he ever want his kids?
I don't know. So January
Jesus Christ.
So
I couldn't
January
imagine that.
4th, January 4th was the last time that he seen his kids before. Okay, so I went to Texas in March. This last March. I stopped and let the kids see him. But before that it was January. So January, February, March, a year and 2 months was
Right.
the last time that he's seen his kids. And it was because I took them the last time.
Right.
Both times.
So he didn't have to make any effort.
Neither time.
Yeah.
So we got into an argument and I said, like, you're not seeing your kids. You're not really calling your kids. Like, he calls them once in a blue moon. And I really say, like, blue moon because
It's
very slim and far and few between. He actually calls to talk to me more than he calls to talk to his kids. And he was like, his problem with seeing the kids is mostly revolved around his girlfriend because I refuse to allow him to see the kids with his girlfriend. A, I don't know her.
Yeah.
B, we just now got into a huge fight, so like she's gonna have to apologize to me because I've literally done nothing wrong in my opinion to cause her to come at me the way she came at me, except for tell the truth and tell my truth, should I say.
That's going to be episode 2 or part 2. That shit, whatever.
Tell
God
my
said.
truth?
Yeah. Well, that whole situation.
Yeah. So, you know, we're having this conversation and I'm like, yo, like, until you establish a relationship with your kids on your own, aside from your girlfriend, and then, like, once I can, like, get to know her and she apologizes to me and, like, we can have a relationship, me and her, because I would absolutely love for my kid, like, my kids
you want to know that the person that, or the person that, you know, your ex chose to be with is going to keep your kids safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So, you know, but his thing is like, well, I can't come down there because I don't have a car. Why do you not have a car? You have 2 cars, bro.
Well, say, does this man have 2 cars?
He's like, well, one of the cars takes a lot of gas and the other car is not suitable to drive that far.
Well,
and I was like,
should have read the gas mileage.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, that's not that. Like, you have an excuse every time I try to bring something up.
But even then, it's like it's your kids.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like,
just say you don't care about them. I'd rather you just tell the truth than fucking.
Yeah. And I'm like,
no one wants to admit that they're that heartless.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so fly here. Well, I don't have the money. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Like, there's literally,
every
and I'm like, bro, there comes a point
Take
in time.
a Greyhound, you broke bitch. Like.
Between 2
like,
big ass people.
There's literally
all the way.
I swear to God, the next time we get into this fight, I'm gonna be like, yo, you can ride a bus.
Yeah, like literally bus tickets are probably like $150 or something like that.
Yeah, and he's done that before. So it's like there's just excuse after excuse after excuse, and I'm just like, there comes a point in time where you have to just take accountability and you have to say like, maybe it's not this. Well, ultimately, he more or less admitted that his problem is that he doesn't want to come here because he knows that it's going to cause problems between him and his him and his girlfriend. Because
his kids are here.
Exactly.
That sounds like a him problem.
But because why?
Like she
Why?
is on the toxic side.
She is.
They're both on the
She's
toxic
also
side.
jealous and afraid that if he comes over here,
he's gonna fuck me.
yeah, he's gonna fuck you because she's already aware.
But she's under the impression that you want to fuck
cheated
him.
on you, so she knows it's bound to happen any moment to her.
She's like, you know what? I did it. There's no reason she shouldn't.
Yeah.
That. Oh, and by the way, that's what happened with my ex. Something similar to that.
So
we've been talking about our shit. You haven't even said anything. We're running out of time though, so we gotta wrap this up.
That's gonna have to be
different time.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
either next episode or like next week or maybe
in a week or 2
that.
we can do another
something
one.
like that.
Yeah, so ultimately he admitted that like she has issues with trust, just like I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but her trust issues are with other men. My trust issues were with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like when I go into a new relationship, I don't. Sure, I'm guarded. Sure, I think like, oh, this can happen again. But I also have, and mind you, women's intuition is a very valid thing.
Right.
Women know when you're talking to other women. Women know when you're cheating.
Mm-hmm.
They know. It's just something that comes into their gut. And I say gut because that's what everybody says, you know, like, oh, it's a gut feeling. Well, it is. There's something that tells you that this is wrong, this isn't going right. But so her problems, I'm like, whose fault is that? You know, like,
yeah,
that's, your kids are here. Ultimately, you have to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you fuck me, that's obviously because you don't really want to be with her. Or you just have problems, you know?
That's true.
So,
and I don't see you seducing him anytime soon.
Oh,
so
I fucking would.
You would?
I would, just to be a fucking cunt to her. I swear to God, I would, just to be a cunt to her.
That's funny.
Meanwhile, girls are going like this. Oh, that word! Oh, I hate it. Ah.
No, but
another word that women hate.
So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do, and I say it, I wouldn't do that to like your average, but after the shit that she said to me,
yeah,
like, you don't know our situation. Yeah. You don't know what I went through. Yeah. You don't know. At one point she tried saying to me like, oh, I see both sides of the story. No, you don't. Because did you come and ask me my side of the story? Yeah. Did you ask me about how he up and left us and let me eat peanut butter for a month. While you're laughing, but
sorry, just the way you said it.
no, but like that's what happened.
Yeah.
I ate peanut butter for a month so that my kids could eat.
Yeah.
You know, and then the state of Texas said, you know, we're going to give free lunches to everybody. It doesn't matter their income. Free lunches, free breakfast. So that's how my kids ate. They had lunch and they had breakfast. So the only thing that I had to provide for was for my daughter. In the meantime, I was eating peanut butter, like spoonfuls of peanut butter. That's how I had my energy. Yeah. You know, just so that my kids could eat dinner and stuff. And then the ultimate thing that made me move back was I took a picture of our refrigerator and I was like, this is what we have for food. And he basically told me, and I have receipts. I come with receipts, y'all. I have the text messages. There's proof.
In the peanut butter.
Yeah, there's proof where I have text messages where he basically, and I don't want to say verbatim this is what he said, but basically like, I don't know what to tell you. Figure it out.
And did you figure it out?
I figured it out.
Good job.
I called my grandparents and I said, this is what's going on. I need you to come get me. I don't know what else to do.
Sometimes figure it out is such a cop out, right? It's such an easy way for somebody.
It's not just a cop out.
Well, what I'm trying to,
I refuse to take responsibility.
I understand that, but that's a phrase I've been told too at times in life. Most of my dad was pretty good at telling me figuring it out. And at that point, you gotta see what type of person you are. Are you a sink or swim person? Right? So you're just gonna sink and cry and shit yourself there, or are you gonna fucking jump on it, see what you can do, call somebody else, and get out of the situation you're in.
All right.
So,
good on you.
And my options were very limited at that point because I ended up texting his mom, telling his mom like this is what's going on, and she says, well,
you married him, you're on your own.
No, she said she had already been helping us quite a bit. Right. So had his dad. My family was unaware of what was going on because I was ashamed. And I didn't want to tell them because I thought that we would eventually work it out.
Yeah.
So his mom was like, I really hate to say this, but like I really do think that you need to go back to Arizona because like we can't keep putting out,
helping you out financially.
She's like, I wish that we could, but like they have other kids too, and those other kids are going through tough times, and they're trying to help them out too. And so that's ultimately like what was my like, okay, she's saying like this is what I need to do. This is obviously like God's way of speaking to me and telling me like just make that call. And I cried about it. I cried about it for the whole time that I was packing, everything. I was like, this is just not the way my life should be.
Right.
So I had my time to sulk.
Yeah.
Once I did my sulking, I picked my ass up. I said, I got to get a job for my kids.
That's right.
Like I have to do what I got to do for my kids because ultimately they are the most important thing in my life.
And now you swim in a sea full of dicks of your choosing.
I don't know about dicks.
Fine. Both ways. I get it.
So everybody thinks that I swing both ways. I don't. I prefer dick.
You hear that, ladies? Get excited. She's telling you no, but secretly inside.
I don't know.
I prefer
that
dick.
means maybe. No, I'm playing.
I prefer dick. But no. So like I just in my plans. I only had a 6-month plan. I didn't really meet that 6-month plan. It's probably gonna be like a year and a half, but that's okay. Still getting there.
But I mean, you're working towards it.
Yeah, I'm already up. Got a new job. Starting my a new job and making it happen. And sorry that Chance's girlfriend is jealous and thinks that he's gonna fuck me. And given the opportunity, I would. Just to be a dick,
right?
Not because I have any feelings there, because that's done and over with.
That's fair.
Fair enough. I want you to start your deal, and then I'll close out the show.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Alrighty, so I guess I'm starting with the dad jokes with Josh session, and
that'll be a good one.
All right, so so Autumn. I think I asked you last time, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. So Autumn. Why did Beethoven get rid of all of his chickens?
Why?
Because all they ever said was Bach, Bach, Bach. And that was dad jokes to Josh.
Can you restart the song one more time for me?
Oh man.
One more time.
You gotta wait for it to kick in.
Right.
Hi there, folks. This is Cisco's final thought in memory of Jerry Springer. Sometimes relationships can be very tough, but it takes two people to dance and tango. Be sure to communicate with your significant other and see where both of you guys are coming and where you can go. Also, make sure you check those credit scores, because sometimes if they don't got one, they're broke dicks. It's not worth it. Gotta
if they
make
don't
sure.
have one?
If they don't got any good, if they don't got a good credit score, you know.
Oh, good credit score. Okay.
Good credit score. You want good credit scores.
I was thinking no credit. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry to interrupt.
And also, so be sure who you pick with. Be careful who you choose. In the meantime, in the between time, take care of yourself and each other's. And this has been Cisco's final thoughts.
And then we will close out the show with catch us next week. We're going to continue with about an hour with Cisco and Josh and Autumn. And we might do the relationship.
We want to do another one?
Yeah, we might.
I say we go back to regular and then we do the week after.
Yeah.
Fair?
I mean, however you guys want to do it is fine.
We'll figure it out.
So, I mean, if people comment,
Yeah.
are they able to comment?
They
I don't
can.
know.
They are.
But just, they don't.
It's trying to get the
Oh.
right person at the right time.
So, everybody that's listening, if you want us to talk more about relationships in the
Catch
next
us
episode, comment.
Next time, probably next Monday.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yo, I'm free. Like, I have a new job.
Oh, yeah.
So-
No, we could do weekends now.
Yeah.
Because,
Okay.
yeah.
I have
so-
Saturday, Sunday, and
I
Monday.
kind of like the Monday thing. Man.
You like the Monday thing?
Yeah.
More than like Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, just because it's a family thing I do on the weekends.
Oh, okay.
I'm very family oriented.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm family oriented.
good Catholic boy, too.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. He's not.
Mexican too, though. So like,
Yeah.
really.
In the meantime, in the between time, catch us on the next one. This I am Cisco.
I'm Josh.
I'm Autumn.
And this has been About an Hour.
Audio Jungle.